watching Houston Texans Today by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham with today's video, and Bleacher Report dropped another one of its articles of one thing every team, insert topic. So today the topic was, hey, this is the biggest need on every single team, really the biggest hole on every single team. And they said the Texans' biggest is a number 2 wide receiver, which is interesting. At least more specifically, they said an outside receiver after Brandin Cooks, which makes some sense, right? Chris Conley, Nico Collins, kind of your two other options there. Maybe Andre Roberts if you want to throw him into the mix. Now, Randall Cobb will probably be that number 2 receiver, but he's a slot receiver, so they were focusing on outside weapons. Nico Collins has some big upside. Didn't play last year for Michigan, decided to opt out, but he's got some big playability. We saw in 2019 he averaged almost 20 yards a catch for the Wolverines, had 7 touchdowns, almost or over 700 yards on just 37 catches. I like his upside, so I think if you're a Texans fan, you should be rooting for the rookie out of Michigan to emerge as that number 2 outside weapon. What do you guys think? Who will be the Texans' number 2 wide receiver? And don't include slot guys, because I think it'll be Randall Cobb, but I think it'll be Nico Collins, Chris Conley, free agent. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. Who will be the number 2 wide receiver? Now, we know Brandin Cooks is the number 1 wide receiver. He is still very, very good. 81 grabs, over 1,100 yards last year, 14 yards a catch, 6 touchdowns. He's a big play machine. He can go downfield, underneath, runs the full route tree. He is still a very good and explosive wide receiver. He will be the Texans' top receiver. I alluded to it earlier. Randall Cobb, he'll play in the slot. Maybe he mans that role as the team's number 2 wide receiver, although he wasn't utilized that much in 2020. Hopefully he'll have a bigger role this year because I still think he can be productive. Kiki QT as well. He's done some nice things, the young player out of Texas Tech. He's been injured quite a bit, but I think he'll kind of split those slot duties with Randall Cobb as well. I don't think either of those guys will get that much run on the outside, which kind of begs the question, will it be Collins? Will it be someone else as that number 2 outside weapon? But I also wanted to know, Bleacher Report says outside receiver is the biggest question mark after Brandin Cooks. Isn't quarterback the biggest question, at least for this year? I mean, Tyrod Taylor and Davis Mills, barring the Deshaun Watson situation being resolved in the next month or so, you're not going to have him this year. So isn't quarterback the biggest question, the biggest hole on this team? Taylor hasn't started and played a lot of football in several years now. And Davis Mills, I mean, do you guys want to see him play this year, especially early on in the year? I don't think so. I think ideally you want to treat this as a redshirt year where he's not having to play that much. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. But if you want to focus on outside receiver, hopefully Nico Collins emerges, because the Texans need some young guys to emerge to kind of rebuild, reset this franchise right now. A lot of drama this offseason, a lot of question marks, getting rid of Bill O'Brien, turning to David Culley. You got rid of Hopkins last year. J.J. Watt's no longer here. The whole Deshaun Watson Mets. You need some young hope, and Nico Collins could be a guy that provides that in the future. So hopefully he's that number 2 outside weapon. Make sure you guys like this video here on Texans Today, and we will see you very, very soon.